In this video, what we're going to do is we're going to explore how to find the retail price of all the items for your shop. So the first thing here is that you'll see that on the front of your card you should have a picture of what it is you're selling. In this case, I'm selling a calculator that comes with a guy who actually puts the answers into the calculator for you, so you don't have to actually do that work yourself. And on the back of the card you have this little template with the wholesale price, markup percent, retail price, and work. Now the first thing I'm going to have to do here is choose a wholesale price, and there are instructions given about that you need to choose a wholesale price that's a multiple of 5, and it needs to be between some certain values. So I'm going to choose a wholesale price of $35, and so I'll just write that in here, $35. Now the second thing you're going to have to do is you'll be given a card that has 3 different markup percentages on it. You need to choose one of those markup percentages to apply to this particular wholesale price. So in this case I'm going to choose the one that says 88%. So that means I'm going to increase the price of this item by 88%. And so now there's a couple of ways to do this, and here's where we'll show a couple of different variations. The first thing I can do here is I can just find the amount of the increase by using the original price, which in this case will be the wholesale, and making a proportion with the percent of the increase. And of course the original percentage is always 100. So let's fill those in. The amount of the increase I do not know. The original amount I know is 35, and the percent of the increase is 88, and the original of course is 100. So I'm going to use cross products here, and I'm going to get that 100n equals 35 times 88. I'll divide both of those sides by 100, 100 and 100. That doesn't look like a 5. There it is. And now I'll bring up my calculator and I'll work that out. That 35 times 88 equals, divide by 100, equals $30.80. So n equals $30.80. Now remember, this isn't my final price. This is just what I am increasing the price by. That's the markup amount, right? The amount of the increase. Let's just make that really clear, right? That this number here is this here. It's the amount of the increase. It's not the new price. So to find the final price, I have to actually add this increased price, $30.80, to the original wholesale price of $35. And I'll just do that right here, plus 35 equals. So I get a total of $65.80. So that is my new retail price. Now let's just look at this one other way of doing this, and this is just a slightly different way, especially for those of you who like to use equations. And I'm going to combine a couple different things together. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to write an equation that says that the new price, in this case that'll be the retail, is equal to the original, which in this case will be the wholesale, multiplied by the new percentage. And so let's just write in some notes here. The new price is, that's really the retail, or sorry, yeah, that's the retail. The original is the wholesale. And the new percentage, this is where I'm actually going to take 100 and I'm going to add to it whatever my markup percentage is. So in this case it's 88. So let's actually write this into an equation now. The retail price I do not know, it's n. The wholesale price is 35. And my decimal is 1.88. And the reason for this, if you look at this percentage, is that 100%, that was the wholesale. But remember, I'm marking it up. So the retail price is actually going to be more than 100%. I'm marking it up, mark up, 88%. So the new percentage is the original 100% plus an additional 88%. So that gives me that 1.88. And now I'm just going to get my calculator out again. And 35 times 1.88 equals $65.80. So this is just 2 different ways of doing that. Once I've calculated that $65.80, I'm just going to write it in here, $65.80. And I'm also going to write it on the front of my card. So I'm going to go back to the front, and I'm going to write that the price of this item is $65.80. Notice that there's no work on the front of your card, because for the customer doesn't know what markup percentage you've used to find the retail price. All they know is what the retail price itself is. And so the stuff on the back, that's sort of for you to know about how you determine that retail price. So this is the process you're going to use to find the retail price of all of your items.